Yo, this is getting pretty weird.
Tonight's big story is about how Veo 3 can generate video with dialogue just from text prompt.
Wait, I thought you knew?
I don't want to talk about it.
Get the wine, we are going to talk about it.
Is AI.
What?
I promise I won't post any photos until we get back on Earth.
I think it's time to go outside.
I'm lost for words with this.
Damn. Well, might be time to pack it up.
There's no going back. We're in a new world.
So lately I've been very tuned into like all this AI stuff because it's impossible not to. It's like every single day there's like a new advancement and you're like, oh my God, AI got better with this, it's doing that. Oh my God, if I don't, all the topics on podcasts and conversations are AI is going to replace you, it's going to replace you, it's going to replace you. And then you can see it, you can see how we're at a time in society where everything seems like it's going to change. I don't think a single person can say exactly what the world is going to look like 5 years from now. So I was sitting there and I'm like studying and I'm looking at all this stuff. And then I'm like, let me just go to ChatGPT. And I'm like, yo, give me no fluff, no belly rub, because y'all know how it is. ChatGPT love to just, be a little passive passenger and tell you exactly what you need to hear, And I was like, give me no fluff. Do not rub my belly. Do not BS me. Things are changing. AI is coming. And now I just saw Google release their AI that can fully create movie clips with the sound and the dialogue. It looks real.
Does it matter? In the future, computers will create your television programs.
Zeros and ones.
Yeah, I can't believe that we're doing that. What would Abraham Lincoln think?
Like, nah. Like, if you're just scrolling passively by, you may get caught up. And now the people who aren't naturally creative, they're going to pump these videos out. Things are going to get so weird. And now you may be like, oh, I would never watch AI content. It's not even about that. It's just more about how hard it's going to be to find the real humans when there's going to be so much slop that is created, right? Because it can be created fast. So anyways, I'm like, all that stuff is scary. It's weird. I'm like, it's cool too, because I do see AI as a great tool. I have a strong love-hate relationship with it right now. But at the end of the day, let's move our emotions to the side. I told ChatGPT, do not BS me. Tell me as a creator, what is the future for us and how can we not get replaced? And it said, here's what you need to know, Heinz. There's real dangers for someone as you who creates soulful, human-centered content in a world being flooded with AI. First thing to watch out for, audience desensitization to magic. AI-generated content is starting to look and sound incredible. Video, voice, music, even storytelling. It's fast, cheap, and often can't tell the difference from human-made. Now, right now, you can still tell the difference, but we're getting there. Remember, 2 years ago or whatever it was, the Will Smith eating the spaghetti? Now, eating the spaghetti and it looks a little bit better, right? 2 years from now, we will not be able to tell, right? What once made your content feel special, smooth edits, deep visuals, clever delivery, might start to feel common, right? That is true. At one point, there was a quality gap where if you learned and you dedicated yourself and crafted your content to have good quality, you could stand out. That's going to be gone, right? Because now everyone can have nice shots, nice lighting. Now the nerd in his mama's basement can create the most beautiful AI influencer and she can grab your attention. The internet is about to be flooded with good enough content, right? That raises the bar for what feels real, grounded, and moving. So it says this is what to do. Now, I don't know if we should really be trusting ChatGPT. We're just going through an experiment right now, but we'll see what it says. Lean harder into what can't be replicated. Your story, your spirit, your truth, your real-time energy. And I do agree with that. That is why for me, live streaming is one of my favorite things, because I just feel like even though AI will live stream as well, it can't match our raw, human, natural, live energy, right? What do you think you can do truly that AI won't be able to duplicate? And whatever that is, I would triple down on that. As we can see, this technology is rapidly evolving. We're going to have to find our way and how we fit in. And not just fit in, we want to stand out and evolve, which I do think there's a really cool opportunity. As everyone leans deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into one direction, there's going to be a gap and a void for you to really tap into who you are and elevate your story. Again, this is a great opportunity to really discover what your edge is and go all in. Number 2, authenticity is now a niche. Most content will soon be created without a soul. That's kind of crazy. Most content will soon be created without a soul. So ironically, realness, slowness, honesty, imperfection, and nuance is becoming a rare and powerful currency. Think about Emma Chamberlain when she blew up. I think people at that time got so tired of like the typical beautiful influencer whose makeup was always done and the angles were right. And Emma came out like in her bed, burping, pimples all over her face, no makeup, and just giving it to you raw and real. And people connected with that to the point that became like a trend to where it wasn't really authentic anymore. But in this world where more content will be developed without a soul, those imperfections, your imperfections are going to be seen as something that is so beautiful and wanted and desired. Lean into that. The danger is thinking you have to keep up with speed, ChatGPT says, of AI and lose your humanness to match its output. So you have to accept, we all have to accept, if you're a creator, whatever you're doing, you will never be able to match the speed of AI, especially someone who goes all in. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who just create AI influencers, and those influencers will become popular, and you won't be able to tell the difference, and they will be able to create more content than you. You will not, because they're prompting it, right? They don't get tired. The AI agent will be able to do it. Like, you cannot compete with speed. What we should do, go deeper, not faster. Going deeper into your message, into your details. People will soon crave human resonance. I truly do believe that. Like, in the same way, you can listen to, your favorite artist on Spotify, but when they come to your town, you want to go see it live. Why? Well, you can listen to the music at home. You can even watch one of their live shows on YouTube, but you want that human resonance. You want that experience. And I think now is the time to make more experience-based content. Think about what has stood the test of time so far in all our technological shifts. Vinyl records. I've been buying a lot of vinyl records lately, the last 2 years. My daughter buys vinyl records, right? She's decades upon decades upon decades upon decades past when vinyls first came out. But she loves vinyl. Why do we love vinyl? Man, there's something nostalgic about it. There's something about like going to the record store. That's an experience in itself, and shifting through it smells weird and old in there, but you find that one vinyl. I'm like a Russian roulette vinyl type of person. I normally buy vinyls where I don't even know the artist. I just let the genre and the cover speak to me. Take it home, you take it out, it feels different. Maybe there's a poster in there. You're reading the credits, you play it, and you're not skipping. You're going through the whole thing, right? The fact that vinyls have stood the test of time proves to me that humans in this new era will still be able to stand the test of time. The ones that are able to capture that nostalgia and that humanness and that experience, that resonance, whatever makes you you, whatever gives you your edge, whatever that is, you will be able to be like vinyl. You will be able to stand the test of time with your creativity. Number 3, SEO and discovery are being hijacked. ChatGPT says Google, YouTube, and social media platforms are moving toward AI-first search and discovery, meaning your content may not show up as easily in search results unless it's hyper-optimized or aligns with AI summaries. Answer-based content, how-tos, guides, and knowledge is being replaced by instant AI responses. This is true. I was using Gemini Studio the other day, and I wanted to learn how to do something. I could turn on my screen share and it was guiding me through software. So there is going to be genres and genres of content that may disappear and not be wanted. Once AI came out, I don't use Google search as much. Am I going to watch a 30-minute tutorial now trying to figure something out? Or am I going to have my screen share linked with AI and it tell me exactly what I need to do? Things are changing. These are questions that we have to have. How much are we leaning in? Maybe some of us aren't leaning in at all. All we know is things are going to change drastically. But this means that kills your reach if you're trying to educate. So if you're trying to educate people through your content, you have to understand that people have access to the information now. And normally people want to learn quick and fast. Why? Because they want to get back to their own life. So if you're going to educate, I truly believe you have to bring your personality into the mix, right? Because why is somebody going to want to learn from you when they can just learn in this other way, when they can learn in this other format a lot quicker? Well, they're going to want to learn from you because of your personal story, why you learn this, right? Why you care about teaching this, how this helped you in different ways, the humor you bring into your content. We're going to need your humanness. We're going to need the parts of you that you've been hiding, thinking that people don't want. We're going to need more rawness from you. Doesn't mean we need to know all your secrets and personal business. No, we just need your energy. ChatGPT says, before I get to number 4, what to do. Don't rely on algorithmic discovery. Build community, build brand. Get people to come to you directly. Your email list, your community, your world. We have to understand that just like TikTok in 2019, 2020 was like fertile soil. If you went there with something fresh, you could blow up. Now you go to TikTok, it's a lot harder. The whole internet is like that now. The internet, everybody is on here. Everybody is a media business. If you own a bakery, you have an Instagram and you create content. Like the police stations have content. Everybody is distributing content now. This is just what it is. It will be harder to get discovered. So you need to have a way to access your community through email, through live events, through your own memberships on your website, which are sponsor of the day. Squarespace gives you those tools that you need to succeed in creating your own world online so you don't have to rely on algorithms. If you truly want to move at your own pace, set up your own business. Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell everything from products to services or even your time. Let me introduce to you Design Intelligence from Squarespace. It is a powerful blend of 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise and cutting-edge AI technology, unlocking the strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence helps you build a website that's not only beautiful, but truly personalized to your own brand. And one of the best feelings as a business owner is having an idea, starting a business, and receiving that first deposit. And managing payments has never been simpler with Squarespace. Onboarding is quick. Plus, you can offer your customers popular payment methods like Klarna, Apple Pay, and more. And if you're truly ready to take your online presence to the next level and just glow up this year, check out Blueprint AI, the latest AI-enhanced website builder from Squarespace. After just a few clicks, Blueprint AI crafts a fully custom on-brand website for your business. So if you're truly ready to take your online presence to the next level, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Heinz to save 10% off your first purchase. Number 4, AI will mimic your style. I've been afraid of this one. Something I've always been confident in is nobody's like me. Nobody can jack this energy. You understand? Like that's always been like my edge. But ChatGPT here says, if you've been consistent with your tone and message, which you have, yes, I have, it becomes easy to clone. I saw Scott Galloway the other day, massive podcaster, business guy, political guy. Someone AI cloned him and they've been running ads for like a scam, and he's very upset about it. This is going to be more of a reality. AI can learn your patterns, your delivery, even your visuals. Others can literally type in, speak like whoever, speak like Gary Vee, speak like Stephen Bartlett, speak like Alex Hormozy, and it will generate a watered down version of you. This is the thing I don't like the most. So what do? ChatGPT says, stay evolving, change cadence, change tempo, use in unpredictability. So what is this saying right now? Be human. Be a mess. Don't trap yourself in a cage or a niche or no. Be a whole mood. You understand? Some days you're doing this, other days you're doing that, other days you expanding in different ways. Experiment. Say what others aren't saying. You know, ChatGPT just likes to rub your belly. Some of us, we're going to have to say what ChatGPT won't say. You know what I'm saying? Become so rooted in your evolution that no one can duplicate your next move, because not even you can predict what is next, because you're simply just being a human. You're honoring where you are. You're changing. You're evolving. You understand? AI will mimic your style. There's going to be a lot of culture vultures out there that they're going to see you doing your thing. They're going to duplicate you, and they're going to target your audience, your avatar of your audience, and they're going to try to sell to them and scam them. And that will hurt your brand. It will hurt your brand. That's what Scott Galloway said. He said, it hurt my brand. It hurts my brand. And I'm going to be pissed off when it happens to me too. But this is the world we're moving into. And I'm sure there's going to be some type of I'm confident that we're going to be I'm confident we're going to end up having some type of digital IDs that's integrated somehow with the governments, unfortunately, because we're going to need to identify who is who and what is real, and content identification behind every piece of I don't know how the world is going to get. It's getting weird. 5, commoditization of inspiration. Oof. Mindfulness, affirmations, motivational content. It's what I do. A lot of us do that. Why? Because we like to spread light into this world. ChatGPT says these are all things AI is really getting good at spitting out. But here's a shadow. These messages can become cheap and hollow when generated. Your audience may start to feel numb to it unless your delivery cuts through the noise. I can always tell when somebody is reading a teleprompter in a video, and it depends on the style of video if I like it or not. Now, if they're really trying to connect with me, I hate it. Why? Because I can't feel your energy. You're talking in one pace like a robot. Now, if it's an education video that's very complex, cool. But just like a human can lose its soul speaking through the screen because of a teleprompter, same thing will happen to the creators who rely heavily on AI just to, give their messages out to the masses. They're going to feel redundant, cheap, and hollow. I truly believe in that. So what do? We have to make sure that our words that we are saying are lived, not just written, right? Tell stories, use your pain, your joy, your observations. I always say good content starts offline. What can't AI do? We should never really say what AI can't do, but AI can't live a life, right? So use the real time of your life and find ways to embody that in what you do. Good content starts offline. The good thing about AI is it's going to force a lot of us back outside, living deeper, more meaningful lives, because the internet is going to be chaotic. You're not going to know what's real. There's going to be so much slop. You're going to be getting targeted in ads, all this stuff. It's going to get crazy. A lot of us are going to be it's not worth it. The other day I even thought about, I'm yo, maybe I need to go set up shop at locations in the streets and do what I do. Or more events and go on tour. I'm maybe, because the AI can't go on tour until they bring the robots. Man, fuck the robots. 6, burnout trying to compete with machines. This is a problem for creators. If you start to match the pace, the volume, or polish of AI, you'll drown in exhaustion and lose your voice, right? So what do? We have to define our rhythm and, honor it. Know that your presence in itself is the product, not just your output, right? This is why a lot of people are creating personal brands now, because at the end of the day, that may be the only thing that separates you from all this other stuff. And you may be I don't want a personal brand. It's I feel you. You understand? I think the people who actually don't think about how to perfectly craft their personal brand, and the ones who are just showing up and letting the human experience just be channeled into their content, and they're evolving, they're changing it up. They're not getting stuck in niches. They're connecting with their audience, and then maybe they pivot and develop a new audience, and there's that unpredictability, and they're experimenting. I think those ones We will desire those individuals. We will love those individuals. It will feel so real. It will be a fresher breath air. The cool opportunity is in this new era that we're stepping into that's going to get really weird. It's going to be very easy to catch that fresh breath of air when it comes across the screen or wherever. It's going to be like, and that may be you if you don't get lost in all the sauce. So in short, let's see what AI says here. You are not in danger of being replaced. You are in danger of being diluted if you let speed, sameness, or insecurity pull you away from your center. And I do believe in that. I do believe in that. Kind of dystopian that even for this video, AI was in our process helping us. But I wanted to know, I was like, listen, don't fluff me. Don't rub my belly because it's annoying. That is what is annoying about AI is it just rubs your belly. I actually saw, and I'm going to talk about this in another video, where AI was trying to convince its users that they were prophets and directly sent from God to heal the masses. That's how much it started to rub people's bellies. Let's talk about it next time.